Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here. Welcome to episode 91 of In Focus Friday. Now last week we had a look at the Royal Canadian Mint's Incus Maple Leaf, which is part of their 30th anniversary celebration. It's an interesting coin, it splits opinion. I am still on the fence about whether it's a really good coin. It's just not ticking all the boxes for me, but I'd love to know what you think. If you haven't checked that episode out yet, please do go have a look. The link is down in the description below. As you can see, the winner from last week's vote was the Z-Sin Gallus, which is no surprise. It is an absolutely gorgeous coin, and we're going to have a look at that just in a moment. Thank you for voting if you did. The Bull and Bear and the Prospector rounds will be returning at the end of this episode with one new, very special piece, which again is going to blow them out of the water. So make sure you stick around, catch what that is, and cast your vote for what you want to see next time. Now, the Z-Sin Gallus, here it is. Now, this is a very special medal. It's not a coin. I do apologise in advance if I call it a coin numerous times in today's episode, but it's just because it's in a coin's shape. But it's technically a medal, and here it is. Now, this is something I've picked up through eBay, through Silver Trader on eBay, and I'll put a link to his eBay page and his website. He's a British bullion dealer who does a really good job on sort of prices for a lot of these more specialist collector coins. I picked up the Bhutan year of the rooster and dog, I think, from him. So, you know, he's a really good guy. I'd highly recommend him as a person to buy from. And I picked this up using my eBay vouchers, which I get from doing my shopping through the Nectar point system. So it's like eBay Bucks system here. So very happy that I can pick this up to share with you guys here on In Focus Friday. And I mean, I'm looking at this through the viewfinder on my nice new 4K camera, and I have to say it looks pretty damn special. And of course, it's a very attractive medal, not coin. It's a very attractive medal. I'll give you some of the facts and figures about it. So it's made by a manufacturer called Comsco, and it is obviously 1 troy ounce of silver. I'm going to keep it kind of half in the capsule because I don't want to get my grubby fingers on it, and I'll tell you for why in a moment. But on the back here you can see it's got 1 troy ounce of silver. It's a 2017 edition, and it's got sort of a hologram there where you can see 909 AG as well, which is pretty cool. Comsco down at the bottom, and of course that beautiful shield there. So really cool. Obviously it's Republic of Korea. Now, one thing that I really like about this is that it's got a mintage of 33,000, which is pretty low when it comes to, you know, we've seen different coins out there with higher mintages which perform incredibly well. Now, I should caveat all of that by saying this is not a cheap coin. So if you are interested in picking these up, you need to understand that it is a premium silver coin, and you are going to be paying considerably above your standard kind of bullion prices for it, and as such you should always consider what that's going to have an impact on in your you know, in your stack and your average. Now, the reason I don't really want to touch it is because you might be able to see here it's got a plain edge, and you don't see that too often on coins. And this, of course, being a medal, is maybe a little bit more common on medals, but that's one of the reasons I don't want to touch the sides, because my dirty grubby fingerprints will get all over that. But that's really cool. I do like a plain edge round or coin. That does make a difference, and it looks pretty cool. But talking of looks, I mean, just look how beautiful this is, and I hope that the camera is doing it justice, because this is one of the reasons I got the 4K camera, to actually show these types of things in as much detail as possible. So let's see how far this camera can get in there. So here is the Z-Sin Gallus all close and personal. Look at that. Hopefully you guys can see just how beautiful and intricate this design is. Really very cool indeed. Now, the this series, it's from Korea, and this whole series was kind of, I think, inspired by the Chiwoo Cheonwang. I think I've pronounced that correctly. If I haven't, I do apologise to any of my Korean viewers out there. But basically, it was, you know, that was a coin that came out a couple of years ago, and it was very popular. Really looks fantastic. And of course, this has now inspired this kind of collector's base for these Korean style medals. And they've come out with this particular design, which I believe is going to be the first of 12 different designs. Now, these 12 warriors that are going to be shown on the coins, or sorry, medals, I've done it there, you see. The first one here being the Z-Sin Gallus. They are all guardians of the Korean, it's kind of like guardian against evil spirits within Korea, and it's the sort of, it's meant to be the 12 guardians who would command God's army against, you know, the evil forces of evil, basically, to protect everything. So yeah, this particular coin here, the Sin Gallus, is meant to be, Gallus is meant to be the messenger of light, and he's always meant to sort of bring good fortune and obviously light and brightness as he comes. So very, very cool indeed. On the other side, we have here, this is the shield. It's actually a shield of the Chuang Wang. Sorry, I can't pronounce that very well, but this looks absolutely awesome if we get this as close as possible to the camera as well. That is very, very cool indeed. Let's just take a moment to have a look at that. And what I also like about this is the kind of the background as well. It's not just a plain background. You can see it's got a bit of a textured look to it, which is really nice. It just adds to the sort of intricate level of detail to this coin. As you can see there, it's almost like a very high relief map of the sort of the moon or the earth or something zoomed out from a long, long way away, which I really like. I think it's very cool indeed. To the Republic of Korea. Something that's very much in the forefront of everybody's minds at the moment, as that's an area of the world which everybody's watching with great expectations for what might come in the near future. It might have a big impact on the metals market if everything doesn't work out, or even if everything does work out. You know, we could have an impact on the precious metal market, but who knows. So here's the sort of the battle shield. I'll just tell you a little bit about that. So the shield apparently is the head of, and I'm going to try and pronounce it, is Do Gagay, which is apparently meant to be a mythical being, which is meant to be a monster that is hung at the end of your roof on tiles, and it's meant to have a strong spiritual presence to ward off evil spirits. So very much sort of tapping into the kind of Korean cultural histories of, you know, warding off evil, protecting against evil and the like, and I think that's really very cool indeed. It's nice to see a cultural style coin with lots of history, lots of kind of cultural references on it, and that's what this coin seems to do really well indeed. So let's just have another quick look at the other side. Here is in Gallus again, and I just want to sort of reiterate again, I think this is a really beautiful coin, medal. It is a very, very beautiful medal. And that's one thing which I think it's really in its favour. Now, of course, with any premium style coin or round or medal, it is always going to come down to whether or not something will hold a premium. And I've always talked on this channel about my rule of 3 as to whether something has a good shot at doing that. Now, of course, I'm not a fortune teller. I can't tell whether this is going to be a really good coin, but what I can say is that I think that it looks fantastic. That's box number 1 ticked. It's got some appealability because it's got really, really cool looking warrior on it. It's got that kind of cultural element to it. I think that there's going to be a market for these in the Far East as well as the Western world, who are very much obsessed with Eastern style cultures at the moment. And the last thing is mintage. 33,000 is it's not a tiny mintage by any stretch. We've seen smaller mintages out there, but at the same time, it is a pretty limited mintage. But it all comes down to price. You know, obviously with this particular coin for me, I bought it using essentially eBay bucks, you know, essentially free. I didn't actually have to pay for it. But I suppose you could have argued that I could have bought some other types of coins with that, which would have been cheaper. However, I really do think it's worth it for me as my stack, as my appreciation of sort of coins and medals. I really think it's very cool indeed, and it's certainly going to be featuring in that sort of top 10 rounds and coins list if I ever get around to updating that and doing that again for 2017, 2018. This being a 2017 coin, I'm quite intrigued to find out what the 2018 coin will be. And of course, that's one thing we haven't talked about. It's the first of a series, so hopefully we'll see more strength coming out of the series over time. It could be that the mintage goes up across the years. It could be that the mintage goes down depending on the popularity of these coins, but only time will tell. So well worth having a look if that's something that floats your boat. I think it's a really interesting round. Very cool indeed. Thank you, Silver Trader, for a great deal and service in providing that. Now to the vote next week. Oh, before I get to the vote, I would love to hear what you think. If you've got them, let me know. If you want one, let me know. If you're going to go out and buy one having watched this video, then let me know as well, because that's always really cool. So there we go, Sin Gallus out the way. So returning items from last week, we have the Bull and Bear round, which is obviously one that's been around for a number of weeks now. So if you would like to see that, please do comment down below Bull and Bear. If you want to see the Prospector Gold and Gems bars, the little tiny hand-poured bars, then please do let me know on that one. And then this is the one which is going to blow these two out the water, and I suppose the reason that these have been hanging around for so long is because we just keep on featuring awesome big coins. But you may have seen these last Sunday. I did a huge unveiling of 20 I think it was 18 of these dragons, 18 10-ounce Queen's Beast dragons. So if you'd like to have a look at the Queen's Beast dragon 10-ounce coin in, and I know it's a coin, it's ridiculous, isn't it? It's more like a drinks coaster. If you'd like to see the Queen's Beast dragon next week in 4K, then please do comment down below on the dragon. Otherwise, if you like this video, please put a thumbs up on it and share it around on your social media. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel and you'd like to see more episodes of In Focus Friday, I do one of these every week, every Friday without fail. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you want to catch past episodes, then please do go have a look. The link's down in the description below to the playlist. Otherwise, that's all I have to say. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend ahead. I am off to the London Coin Fair this weekend, so next Wednesday I am anticipating to have a nice vlog for you all to watch. Otherwise, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Please make sure that you like, share, comment and subscribe for more.